Hey, welcome on in. All right. Welcome to WCIA Network. We've got an amazing show tonight. I'm going to see what I get through, and this is one wanna you're not going to want to miss. We are discussing the Summer Moon Wells case. For anyone that does not know me, my name is Lori, and I've been following the Summer Moon Wells case since June 15th, 2021. So I've not only been giving spiritual readings, but I've also been following it. Hi, listening to all of the YouTubers that have been following and covering this story. So I didn't miss a beat. I didn't miss a show, an interview. I have all of Candus and Don Wells' TikToks, all of their social media, and it seems as if Summer Moon Wells is really quite back on the front end of YouTube. And there's always reasons for that, you guys. Summer Moon Wells' case, for some reason, is back in the spotlight. So first of all, welcome to WCIA Network. Everything I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Everything we do here is for entertainment purposes, and we are we don't. Hi, Bernie. No bullying allowed here. If you don't like what you see and you don't like what I'm saying, and it's really making you uncomfortable, or you're feeling just like you want to punch me, change the channel. Go see someone else. So I had this book here. I went through all of their interviews because I am so frustrated listening to all of these channels talking about Summer Moon, and they're not looking at the story from the beginning. They are not taking into consideration. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Nothing But Love. Hi, Bernie. They're not taking into consideration all the lies that were told. They're not taking into consideration all of the stories that were changed, the timeline, how it was changed. I have pulled, wait, let's see. Let me see if I can fix this. See if that helps. Kind of, not much. Um, I have pulled video. Why is this doing that? Interesting. Um, I have pulled video to compare, for instance, to compare what Candus said one day and what Candus said another. What Candus said one day and then what Don said about the same thing. What Candus said, what Allie said. What Allie said, what Candus said, what Don said, what Jody Sue Brown said. All of these people, Jody Sue Brown, Candus, Don, um, Candus, Don, Jody Sue Brown, Allie, Hunter, those were major significant characters when discussing the Summer Moon Wells case. Well, the first thing I'm going to go over is the timeline, because if we start with the timeline, you will see and understand. I'm going to write actually what I'm saying as I go through, because I have so much written here. 50 pages. When I start writing, it's seriously, I don't stop. When we're talking about the timeline with Summer Moon Wells case, you they're always saying, oh, we're missing an hour, we're missing this. Well, you're not missing anything because time is time. What you're missing is the fact that Candace deleted her first post. That is something that no one talks about. She posted something, according to her, right before Summer went missing. The post was at 5:05, not 6:05, 5:05. So if you look at the information that was first put out there, Candace posted first at, let me grab the picture because I have a PDF to go with this, but as I'm talking about it, I want to put the picture up. Candace and Don, this is just my opinion and my opinion only. There have been nothing has been proven. Yes, and nothing has been proven a no. But this timeline, either the FBI knows about it or they must know about it, or if it was completely deleted and there was so much information thrown into the Summer Moon Wells case to cover it, like they threw so much, like vomited all this shit, right? And everyone forgot about the tree trimmers that were there that day. That day, you guys, not the day before. They were there that day. Candace's first post, which we all remember, was this post with this picture here. So when she posted this, everyone's like, "Oh my God, the timeline is just so off. We're missing, you know, we're missing a time frame. We're missing this. We're missing that. Blah 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 blah." Well, this is the time that everyone has on this picture. Right by right by the hangar. Right by the hangar down in that little circle, it says 6:06. And they're like, "Oh, that's Summer." Okay, it's not Summer. If she posted this at 6:06 the day of, this makes no fucking sense. Why? Because Candace Wells deleted her first post of this. She deleted this very quickly. 5:06. This is the same picture. I just have it cropped down to show you that piece. 5:06 is when she posted this photo, which everyone was talking about. And for some reason, forgot about. So this story started out with a cover up. You need to follow me throughout whatever I'm going to cover tonight, because this story started with a cover up. It started with day number 1, lying, because there is a reason Candace deleted the 5:06 initial post. You see, you don't delete something for no reason. You don't delete something for no reason right when you supposedly Summer Moon went missing. The tree trimmers. Sorry, I burnt myself. I've got this thing on my finger. The tree trimmers that were there that day. I personally think, you know how Candace says, oh, she was just gone. She's just gone. She didn't walk off that property. She did not walk off that property. You have to watch um, movements, your movements, her movements. She is saying things that will not get caught on. Yeah, look at all those things. I'm gonna show those pictures a little closer after I show you the videos. I'll pop through my PDF again. Um, she says things, Candace Bly Wells, the way she talks. I've been following her, you guys, for 5 years, right? 4.5 years, whatever it is. 4 years in June, July, August, September, October. 4 years and 4 months, right? The way she speaks is her truth. The way she speaks is her truth. She didn't walk off that property. There's no way she walked off that property. Of course she didn't walk off the property. I think she got pulled off the property. I think she got lifted off the property. She got lifted off the property, I believe, by whoever was there as far as tree trimmers, the helicopter, and I think that that video of her swinging on the swing is a bunch of crock of shit. Digital distortion is right behind me. I wrote that book. This book is about the Summer Moon Wells case. I should have put that on the front cover. I don't know why I didn't, but the digital distortion Summer Moon Wells case, the story of Summer Moon Wells. My very first page of this book, my foreword, this book was never meant to be written. It was meant to be felt, meant to be whispered, meant to be danced, screamed, and swept out of the deepest part of the human spirit. Blah, 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 blah. Chapter 1. Summer Moon and the Eye. This digital distortion book is the Summer Moon Wells case as I see it. Summer Wells was never meant to be a hashtag. She was never meant to be cautionary tale or clickbait headline or puppet in the cruel theater of internet sleuths. She was a child, a spark, a living thread of life so delicate, so vibrant, that when it vanished, it left the world just a little dimmer, even if most didn't notice. But I did. This is the Summer Moon Wells case. Digital distortion. There is digital distortion throughout her whole entire book, my whole entire book. And this one, The Tunnel Madness, just won a second award in the film festival, a bronze. It's the Summer Moon Wells case. They're on Amazon. You can get them. They're incredible. But they wanted a distortion. Those very first TikToks, the very first one she posted, changed it from 506 to 606. She changed the information on the car. The only reason if she changed her into that outfit was to go to Jonesboro. According to Hunter, that outfit was in the trunk because they were going to Jonesboro after they were going swimming and picked up all the information. That was a lie. The swing was a lie. The swing, when I say I believe she was lifted, lifted because the digital distortion that is underneath the films and the videos that you are watching of Summer Moon on the swing, this is really what they look like. This is what is under. This is under the photo. If you look and you really want to see the truth, it's there for you guys to see. But the people that surround the Summer Moon Wells case, they don't want you to. This little girl was lifted from her property. This is the top of her swing. See that? She's not holding onto a rope. For anyone that has watched my photos and my videos since Summer went missing, I said she was sitting in some sort of a green chair. This is in her video, you guys. This is what's under the original video that they want you to see. These are the photos I gathered right when they came out. The videos have changed, but the images that are the truth are beneath the deep fake. Look at these. Look at these. This child has not even been given a chance. Not even a chance to have her story acknowledged. Why? Because nobody out there is listening. The FBI needs to look at these pictures. This shouldn't be underneath the swing. Summer Moon Wells, I truly believe, was lifted off that property. She did not just walk off that property. You see that little girl in the corner? This is the summer moon, you guys, that no one wants to talk about. This is the Summer Moon Wells that went missing, that was taken. And they fucked up the story from the beginning. They fucked it up so bad that they just didn't know what to do with themselves. They had to just change it. They had to change their story. It didn't make sense. But for anyone that was really paying attention, these are from other creators, anyone that was really paying attention knows that it still doesn't make sense. So the information I'm bringing you here, so far, it started out with a lie. So for anyone that is following the Summer Moon Wells case and you still think that she posted at 6:06, this is the post, the exact same one that she deleted at 5:06. 5:06. The swing goes right with the tree trimmers. The tree trimmers that they took pictures of the helicopters coming in. These here, get rid of these. I'm gonna keep this. This here is the tree trimmer. This comes from Candus has a video of the helicopter. I'm going to show you all these videos. I have them. I'm going to give you the voices. I'm going to show you that next. That actually you could hear them saying it with their own words, their lies. Oh, she had her bathing suit on. Oh, I changed her there. Oh, I had her bathing suit at the house. No, oh, well, I changed her at Hunter's. Oh, which one is it? Did you change her at Hunter's house or did you have it on that morning? You have to remember that was the morning your daughter went missing. You freaking serious? This here is the helicopter that Candus videotaped. She said, now listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Okay? Candus is saying that she videotaped the tree trimmers the day before. Now, I'm going to show you, I have it on video. Jody Sue Brown discussing how the tree trimmers were there that afternoon, interviewing the tree trimmers that were there till 3:30. So how is it possible? Look at I eat these. I got my nerds. How is it possible that Candace Bly Wells videotaped the tree trimmers? And we have video. She posted it. If it was the day her daughter went missing. And then they broke a line. They had to stop because a line broke. Okay. Broke a line with their machine. This is from her video. Okay. Look at what Candace has on her video. She is showing a swing, basically. Now, we could look up how these guys do it, but these are tree trimmers. They come in, this is what it looks like, but it goes down into the property. And Candace has a whole entire video that shows two different kinds of ropes. This rope is pretty similar to Summer's rope on her swing. Right? But what I showed you and I'm telling you is I believe Summer was lifted off the property. And the top of her rope was more like this. As the helicopter continues, I have a whole presentation on how the bottom changes. This part of the helicopter changes. Now, understand that I know that they said that the dogs, the scent dogs, whatever, if they were there, they were there. I don't know. Stop at the end of the driveway. This is this is from that's from Candus's video. I'll show you guys all that, right? The scent dogs that went to the end of the driveway. That wasn't because Summer went to the end of the driveway, you guys. That's because the dogs had Summer scent on them. Their dogs from their own home. And those dogs don't go past the driveway. Her dogs don't go further than the driveway. So Summer's scent is going to be brought by the dogs. And those dogs were not there the day Summer went missing. They weren't there. People have this philosophy that they're saying, well, if it was a stranger, um, the dogs would have been barking. Oh yeah, those dogs are barking, so it must be someone they know. The dogs weren't there that day. It was confirmed that the dogs weren't there that day, you guys. And then all of a sudden they come up with another story, so then they say the dogs were there, but the dogs weren't there that day. They weren't there. It's a there's you know a lot of people involved and a lot of information that is changing. I do still see that somewhere on that property there is a tunnel, and that's why I call it the tunnels of madness. There is somewhere a hole that shows up like this in um, many of the videos that I have from the Wells property. It's a tunnel. It's an in and an out. It's a way to get in and out, moving. Like I physically, spiritually, and psychically feel the bodies because it wasn't just one. Move. They move. They get moved. They move like a ride. Um, and there's a box, and all of that shit is still part of Summer's story. There is I have a whole vision of these boxes that just come from the Wells property. And that they know what happened to Summer. They know because this was for the resurrection. She wasn't just taken, it was planned. It was a planned abduction. Now, I also believe that there isn't one Summer, that there's hundreds of Summers, and that there wasn't just one Summer that Don and Candus know about. There's multiple Summers. She had multiple children. She had Candus, I just don't think is a good person. That's just my feeling, and I'm allowed to say that. Um, Candus has lied and has changed things since the beginning of this story. This was her profile photo, and then she quickly changed it. This was her profile photo against a tree trunk. Okay. Um, just by her changing it, is something is wrong. And even the finding summer, the profile findsummerwells.com was a box, and they changed that too. So these are all things that no one talks about. I still have a major presentation. They don't talk about, I truly believe because they didn't dig this property up, the authorities didn't really dig in the areas that need to be dug. Candace has ways of reminding me. Um, this is summer. Remember, you guys, this is summer. This is summer. And anytime her mom, Candace, went live, she went live to tell a story. This is for any authority that gave a shit that this is the doorway she does her lives in. I always spiritually saw, I would say, I have 900 plus videos. I would say, um, I see a door of a door of a door, like between the wall, the wall, the wall. Like I see these things when they take these children and they're just gone. Like these houses have ways of moving them through. And if you see here, the red the red frame there isn't there in the other photos. Like it's there and then it's not there. Like there's certain things that need to be noticed because Candace knows a lot of information. Um, Candace shows a lot of information that is right in that doorway. But I know what I'm looking for. Like the doorway, that box right there, within the same moment of time, that box moves to different, like moves further away. And I've always kept my eye on the house. I've always kept my eye on the house. You have to pay attention to where these groups of people that have missing children try to bring you. They bring you away from the truth. They bring you further away. Laurel Run, Laurel Run, I do believe holds secrets. Now, does it hold a secret of summer? I don't know because I believe that Summer and Candace and whoever I'm talking about, like these groups, there's multiple children. There isn't just one. So when I show Candace at Laurel Run, and this was Candace, and I showed a video of it's not possible that the water doesn't run on a certain part of Laurel Run. You don't have a waterfall and it just misses portions. Candace, to me, is showing deep detail that should be investigated. She's showing these little things that I see in the wall. I see that Candus is showing truth. She doesn't just take selfies to take selfies. You guys, hear what I say. She's not just taking selfies. Does Amandus know where summer is? Hi, Outdoorsy Life. But when this video came out and they're like, oh, this is right before she went missing, there are clues for tons, hundreds of missing children. Look at the face, it's green. But what you're missing is there's digital distortion in these videos. There's digital distortion. Laurel Run, I'm not saying that summer is in Laurel Run. I'm saying that there, I believe, are tunnels of escape, like something is used there. See that child's face? It's green. And this is Laurel Run. But anytime that Candus would take selfies, um, I saw when I say I see something, like I see a box, I see a box because I've already seen it in the story. Show the photo of Summer in Cam's van or car again. Summer in, I don't think I showed Cam's van with Summer, but I'm going to finish my presentation, then I'm going to take um, questions. So this waterfall here, that day, she said she had Hunter. This was the man that they called Hunter. This here is not Hunter. So I'm not sure who or what this is, but that's not Hunter. And that is the same day. Now, all of this is just not there anymore. That these boats were being filmed and they were coming off of those rocks. Now, digital distortion is used. So we don't really know exactly what we're seeing is the truth or not, but what I am saying is the story is the truth to me. The story is that Summer Moon Wells did not walk off that property. The timeline is so wrong, and there's lots of liars. Many liars in this case. Many. This is what was going on there at the water. This is the waterfall. No one wants to talk about it, you guys. It's not Hunter. We don't know who that is, but no one's asked because it's just been thrown. So these boxes, these tunnels, these boxes I'm showing you a little story before I show you the videos. I've got a lot of videos to show you. All come together with the pictures that were also taken down by Trish, who is no longer on YouTube. Trish used to be on YouTube and cover Summer Wells, and she was always with like Ernie or Benny, just nutty, crazy stuff. But um, she showed these, and I'm like, you guys, she's showing the underground tunnel. She's showing the boxes. And you could go to any of my Trish videos. I'm not going to go over them and see what I'm talking about. There is no difference between what I'm showing you here and what I'm showing you behind Candus. I'm telling you that there's a roadmap. I'm telling you these are roadmaps. These are boxes that would bring justice. They would. And when I look at pictures like this, I'm not really quite sure what we're looking at, that no one is really batting an eye. Somewhere, somewhere in Kingsport, somewhere in um in their area are the tunnels of madness. All of their videos from the night before Summer went missing and the day Summer went missing, and the videos that they put on social media point to it. The night before Summer went missing, Don had these videos, or Candus did, one of them. And this here is what's underneath the video. I am telling you, someone within this circle knows what happened to Summer. They know the story. They know she didn't just walk off. She didn't walk off. Here's a picture of her legs. This is when Summer was on the swing. These are her legs up in the air. Up in the air. How would her legs get so far up in the air if she's just swinging on a swing? Candus knows the story. They did this for they did this for the resurrection. And there's pieces of her. And when I saw this, it struck me. This piece right here, the end, this here, you brighten it up. Wait a second. These white things, take it or leave it, doesn't matter, are the things that I follow. These. I don't know what they are. They're like tubes. And I follow those, and I didn't realize that this was in here. And whatever that is that's on the other side, this thing, it's stuck in the ground. This is stuck in the ground. It's like a filter. See the bottom? It's a filter. It's stuck in there. And this was put up by Candus. And these little tubes, let me show you, are the tubes that, let's see, it's in here somewhere. Um, Here. They're like, I call them like filters in the ground. Like those were here, like beneath these videos was that. And I think that these are very important. They used the scenes here to set the stage. They used it, right? Um, Nothing stayed consistent. They were showing the box every time they moved the stuff. Things appeared here. It was never consistent. This area never stayed the same. It never stayed the same. And for anyone that's, been watching, that, things, the grass, the grass always changed. And I'll tell you who gave the best information on changing the grass and not realizing that they put digital distortion on the grass and thought no one was going to pay attention. Here, Don is building his house, and this is all the same time. Like, this is, season hasn't changed. This is like within days of the same video. One frame, it's like that. The very next frame, it's filled with grass. Do you understand that this is the same? This is the same like video. Why is it that the law enforcement doesn't see that? This is asinine. That's dry. That's green. Why aren't they digging this shit up or at least asking, how's this possible? It's not a different day. You have the exact outfit on. You see what I'm saying? The wells are filled with story, a story that comes together so beautifully. All of their mistakes come together. I show the fireworks. The fireworks are actually what's happening in this video beneath the video. This is happening under the ground, underneath this construction. Beneath. This goes down. They layered their construction. They layered it. They layered it. It's on a slant. This is in there. This is for the resurrection. This shit is layered. It's layered in there. That right there. All they have to do is ask about it. Here is what you're looking at. That is what you're looking at, you guys. Look at the pictures to the right. When that picture slowly gets into focus, this is what you're looking at. And for those who really want a closer look, all you need to do is zoom in on the bottom, open it up. You have something that needs to be talked about. See that hand? This is information that was covered up because they didn't want you talking about it. And then as it gets closer, you see a face that looks like this. That's that. Which to me was either this picture or this one. That one is David Dotson. That's David Dotson. This is David Dotson. This is Benning. This comes from this photo. And it all stems from the construction of the Wells property. It is under the ground. It's under there. Get closer in. That's under the boat. So there are many things that go back to the beginning. This to me, it could be a landing arrow. Where to land, where to grab her. So as I continue, and I'm going to bring you through some videos that show inconsistencies. I'm not done with this PDF, but I do want to move into a few videos. And I want to show you and have you listen to the inconsistencies. The first one I'm going to start with is, let's see, Hunter says in her shorts. She says wet swimsuit in her swimsuit. Okay, let's start with a few interviews and then we'll talk about the inconsistency. Listen to her. Here it comes. It's uploading or downloading. Okay. Come on. This is Candus.
What pillow?
About the pillow.
The pillow. What pillow?
Oh, she's sitting on a pillow.
She sure. Oh, mom gets mad because if the kids get in their wet bathing suit and stuff, so I just put the pillow underneath her so mom wasn't complaining.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Good. So there. About the pillow.
The pillow. What pillow?
Oh, she's sitting on a pillow.
She sure. Oh, mom gets mad because if the kids get in their wet bathing suit and stuff, so I just put the pillow underneath her so mom wasn't complaining.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Good. So there is a time frame here between this trailer and that house within, you said 2 to 10 minutes maybe.
No, 2 to 5.
2 to 5. And then she goes in and now she's gone.
Well,
What do you think happened? Where would a suspect have been, in your opinion, in this?
My opinion?
Yeah, in this area.
They could have been sitting anywhere. They could have been sitting over here, just off the little edge right here, or where the bus is, that little bushy area right there. They could have been sitting
Right out here.
Yeah. And
Okay, come show me.
What's up?
That's all right.
And I just recently found out that there was like, I guess he's a child molester.
Okay. Was he in a bathing suit?
No, I think he just had his shorts and his shirt on.
Okay, and Summer, was she in her bathing suit?
Yes.
And how did she get in her bathing suit? Or...
I actually put her bathing suit on before we left home because it was really hot out that day.
Okay.
So it was just something small and not so hot.
Okay, okay.
Because I know how she gets too hot.
Okay. And what was the temperature that day? Give me an idea.
Probably in the 80s.
Okay. So it's Tennessee warm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like it is now.
And are you an air-conditioned person or? Summer's here. Candace is here. You get permission to go fishing because Summer's going fishing.
What I'm saying is listen to, oh, I see you can't hear my voice when this is playing. What I've said so far is, she says that she sat on the pillow because she was wet. So what that statement is saying is she did not change her. She didn't put her into an outfit. She didn't put her into that outfit when she left. So she wouldn't have been in that outfit if that statement was true. Do you hear the video? Do you hear the video though? She, did you hear the video? Put yes or no. Did you hear the video noise? The video words? That you said no volume. I'm waiting to make sure you hear the video. Tell me you hear the video. Yes, perfect. Thank you, nothing but love. Yeah, then you don't hear me unless I stop it. So far, it confirms that that outfit she didn't change her in because she let her sit wet on a pillow. Now let's listen through this one. This one is 3 minutes. Listen.
And you were kind of acting like a big brother, and you thought it'd be cool to go with it. Do I have that accurate?
That's pretty accurate.
Okay, not bad for an old man.
And I mean, I wanted to get out the house anyways.
Sure.
I ain't even gonna put it to her, I just wanted to get out the house.
Okay. And so what happened then?
And then her grandmother calls her and says to come pick her up when we're sitting right there.
Oh, interesting. So where are you sitting in the car?
At first, I was sitting on the front seat.
Okay.
Like,
Which way's the car pointing?
like
Do you
my truck
remember?
right now.
Just like my truck?
Yes,
Okay.
it was dead serious like that, but with like an overhead to the bed.
Okay.
Bed part.
Okay.
And we moved a box to the back.
Okay.
And then we moved the box to the very back, the first one where the overhead to the bed is. And then we put another one back behind, like that passenger seat right there.
Okay. Okay. And where's Summer?
Summer, she is on the driver's side, in the back seat.
Okay. Was there any milk or anything like that in the car at that time?
Not until we got the price list, which was like I think it was a few hours later.
Okay, got it. Okay. Was there any other stuff in the car?
Nah, there's just boxes and like TVs in the back and everything.
How was Summer acting toward about going fishing? Was
Well, she gets excited because she likes to fish and swim. She's a little kid. She's energetic.
okay? And how's she dressed? Do you remember when you first saw her?
First saw her, I think it was a pink little tank top or purple.
Okay.
And I don't really do good with like something that happened like 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
No, it's cool. It's
I can't
cool.
remember happening yesterday.
It's cool. She'd see me drive.
But when we left, I think she had shorts on at first.
Okay.
Yeah, because she had shorts on because her mom put her bathing suit on her.
Okay. Where did she put her bathing suit on? Do you know?
Inside.
In the house.
Yes.
So she changed her in the house. Did she take the clothes with her?
Yeah.
Miss Allison, do you know?
No.
Okay.
She was dead asleep in the bathroom.
That's fine. That's fine. So she changes her clothes here, and she takes her clothes with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happened?
But then, when she got changed from swimming, they had bought her an outfit to put on because they were supposed to go to Jonesboro, I think. Yeah, Jonesboro for this big park, like water park.
Okay. So that was the initial thought?
I guess so. I mean, I don't know.
So what did you think was going to happen?
I thought we were just all gonna go fishing, swimming.
And then in the truck, she changes the plan?
Nah, she changes it to swimming because she grabbed her mother.
Say it again?
She changed it to swimming because she grabbed her mother.
Oh, okay. So so from here, where do you guys go?
From here we go to the hospital.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what you have. So Hunter confirms a different story again. That she got there and she was in a pink tank top, pink shorts and a t-shirt. And then Candus changed her in the bathroom. But interestingly enough, he mentions that outfit was in the car because somehow there was a plan after they were going to drop off Hunter, because he wasn't part of that plan. He was just going fishing or swimming. That there was a plan to go to Jonesboro. So that outfit must have been in the car, accordingly to Hunter, to go to Jonesboro, to go to that swim park or whatever they were doing. But also, Don Wells was in Jonesboro on a job. So Don was in Jonesboro on a job, even though his boss said he wasn't at work that day, according to reports. But he was in Jonesboro. I find that very interesting because she came home in the wet bathing suit, was sitting on a pillow because just from going to Hunter's house home, she was supposedly on a pillow. It is very possible that this is also where something went wrong, right? We don't know unless someone decides to tell the truth, right? Hunter at girlfriend's house. Bathing suit. This one, boys went to work with Don. Listen to this one. Hunter says the boys were at work with Don. So let's get this in here. Okay.
Sometimes that's on me. Sometimes that's on me. Because I'm really bad with doing times.
You're 15.
Yeah. And so she pulls up, she gets out the car with Summer, and supposedly sometimes that's on me. Because I'm really bad with doing times.
You're 15.
Yeah. And so she pulls up, she gets out the car with Summer, and supposedly the kids went to work with the father. And so
Now you say the kids. Who are the kids?
Wyatt and Josie.
So the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
They went to work with Dawn.
That's what I was told, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Here he's being told that the boys went to work with Don. He was probably told that because the boys weren't with him that day. The boys didn't go swimming that day, right? Here's another conflict that Candus brings on herself, that Candus tells a complete lie. Here we go. In the store for 5 minutes.
I told Mom, I said, why don't we get a Sonic?
Okay.
Because it's hot out.
Right.
So we drove in there, got a Sonic.
Right across the street.
Yep, right across the street.
Okay.
And then we left from there, and I went up Moreland Drive because I had to pick up a few things. I was in maybe the store for maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Grabbed some milk and some cheese, and I don't remember what else I bought.
Okay. And that's the foodless?
No,
or
priceless.
Priceless. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And then I was like, Hunter, you're not coming to the house. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're going back to your house.
Okay.
And I took him back to his house and dropped him off and left.
Okay, so here you have Candace saying she was maybe in there for 5 minutes. Grab some milk, maybe some cheese. Some milk, maybe some cheese. So if she only grabbed milk and cheese and she was only in there for 5 minutes, I'm going to now play you the video that Hunter says she was in there for maybe an hour. And in 5 minutes, if she had all of these groceries when she got home and everyone helped her, which I believe didn't never happen. That's just I just don't see that in my third eye. Um, right. He only named two of the boys, correct. Um, but then we heard boys were there. Um, there's no way she had all these groceries in 5 minutes. What you're gonna hear is Hunter's viewpoint, because Hunter's viewpoint is not 5 minutes. Hunter's is she was there for like an hour. That's a big difference. 5 minutes to an hour is a big difference, you guys. So here comes Hunter in his part of the interview. Now, I'm doing this so everyone sees that there's a story that's been told and a story that's been changed over and over and over. The only reason someone would change their story is because they're guilty.
Okay, where's that at?
Ask her. I really don't do good with like.
Do you know where that's at, Miss? Okay.
It's the one that she goes to by the liquor store.
Okay.
It's down.
It's down before you hit her road.
It's like almost across from J&J Elbow.
Okay. And then
No, that's one.
who goes into the store?
Her and her mother again.
Okay, so Candace and her mom go in the store again. And that left you and Summer in the car.
Yeah.
And what are you guys doing?
Just still watching TikToks, listening to music. I mean, just sitting there watching TikToks mainly.
Is she lethargic? Is she, do you notice anything unusual about her?
I didn't know. I just seen that her hair was cut. That was it.
Yeah, but when did you notice that, right?
That was like when we first saw her.
Right, when you first, right. I mean, but at that moment, are you noticing anything unusual going down?
Not really.
Okay, when you say not really, what does that mean?
Like, not in general, no.
And then what happens from there?
From there, I think they was in the store for an hour, maybe?
Okay, they were in the store for a long time?
Yeah, a little bit long, but not that long.
And what did they get?
So they got groceries for the house. I don't know what all they got. All I seen was what was beside of us, the milks.
Okay. And where did the orange soda come from?
The orange
Next
soda.
to Summer on the seat.
The orange soda. Orange soda. I'm really trying to think on that one. I totally forgot there was orange soda.
There is an orange soda on the seat.
Okay, a couple things. She wasn't in the store for 5 minutes, according to Hunter. Right? She was there for like an hour. Like an hour. Um, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. So who's to say what's right and what's wrong? Who's to say who's telling the truth? But how is it that there's so many different stories? This is why the timeline is messed up. Now we're going to move to the 911 call.
And they ended up both actually calling 911.
I freaked out. I called Donnie because that's what I do automatically. I freak out, you know.
You called Don.
I called Donnie. I said, I cannot find Summer. Come home now. He's like, call the cops. So I threw my phone down on the back of his pickup, ran over to.
Okay, I'm stopping it there because I'm going to replay it. She says, I threw my phone in the back of his pickup. She threw her phone in the back of his pickup. Wait till you see how confusing this is about to all get.
And they ended up both actually calling 911.
I freaked out. I called Dawn. That's what I do automatically. I freak out.
You called Dawn.
I called Dawn. I said, I cannot find Summer. Come home now. He's like, call the cops. So I threw my phone down, back to his pickup, ran over mom, picked up her phone because the only one that gets out there is AT&T.
Okay.
So I picked up her phone. I dialed her. I said, I cannot find my daughter.
Now let's hear the next one. Don said he had the white car, that he had the white car, that he had his pickup. This has always been one of those facts that these guys just cannot get down.
When you retrace your steps, because well, a two-wheel drive half ton, you wouldn't get out of there. You could get down there, but you ain't getting back.
Get down where?
When you retraced your steps and went down to that creek?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the two-wheel drive, the truck would have got down there, right? The train away, come back up out of there. Plus, it's white and you can see a red car. Get down where?
When you retraced your steps and went down to that creek?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the two-wheel drive, the truck would have got down there, right? The train away, come back up out of there. Plus, it's white and you can see a red car.
Okay, so he here shows that, let's see. Oh, muted. Okay, he here's saying that he had the white car. He had the white car with him. How's that possible? How's it possible that he had the white car? He had the white car. Okay, I don't know why is it so low, but hold tight.
That somebody has came up here and took her, has lured her away from here. Me and my mother and her were planting flowers. And we went in after we got done washing our hands, and she got a piece of candy from Grandma, and she wanted to go back over and see her brothers. And I said, okay, and I walked her all the way over to the porch, and I watched her walk into the kitchen where the boys were watching TV. And I told the boys, I said, watch Summer, I'll be back. and within 2 minutes I came back, and I asked the boys where their sister was, and they said, she went downstairs, Mom, to play with her toys in the playroom. I said, okay. And I yelled downstairs for her a couple times, and I didn't get no answer, which was unusual because usually she always answers me. And so I went down there to check, and she was nowhere in sight. She was just gone. I don't go on walks around here or runs because I'm scared of the bears and snakes and even the coyotes that are around here. Well, whoever has my daughter, I pray and hope that they have not harmed her and they bring her back to us safe and sound.
Just go to the FBI, the police, and clear it up. I mean, I don't know, it seems kind of elusive.
It's really strange that I've never seen this truck, and I've never heard of it until just recently. But I wish they would come forward and explain themselves. And if you're not a suspect, at least come forward and say what you've seen. She was a tomboy. I shaved my head. She wanted to have her head shaved like me and the boys did.
She tried to shave her head
She tried
in
to
the
shave her
back
head
and make
herself.
it, I think you can see it in some of the pictures, and it was getting out of control. So we decided to shave her head off and let it grow back long, and she shaved her head so she wouldn't feel bad, and but it didn't bother her at this point. Well, I knew right away that she was abducted. I knew that right away, and that's what I told them from the beginning. But they have to go through their, I forget the word.
Investigation.
They have to do one step at a time, I guess. But I'm sorry that they had to spend so many man hours in these woods and everything. I've seen them limping and everything else, and I feel for them. But I just wish there was a way that neighbors could search neighbors' houses, and then if they're not willing, get a search warrant or something. But there's just no way you can search every single house, in the eastern United States or whatever. But I wish there was a way. Just thankful for the person or persons that's doing that, out of love, trying to get information and trying to get her found. We thank them from the bottom of our hearts.
It means a lot.
And we thank everybody who's trying so hard and praying so hard. And she's an awesome young lady, and we just want her back. But, there's always going to be haters,
So here we have see. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Something's wrong with my volume. Let's see. Can you guys hear my voice? It's not showing that you could hear my voice. Can you hear my voice? It's showing really quiet. Like the volume is showing really quiet. Are you able to hear my... Here, let me put it here. No volume. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello, hello. Hello? Can you hear me a little bit? I don't know. It's too low. It won't go higher. Source. Um, 1 second. I'm looking. I don't know what's happening. Nothing. Audio. Can you hear me now? No. Can you hear me now? Oh my God. It's fixed. Okay. We're fixed. We're on. Okay. I don't know. Yes, low, barely. Okay. I don't know what just happened, but okay. So we're starting back with Candace. Candace here just said, I don't go on walks or runs. She doesn't go on walks or runs. And you could tell when she makes shit up, she does something very strange with her face. I told you that. Now here's the original phone call. Many people don't know that there were two 911 calls, an original one and then another one. For some reason, this one didn't tape the audio, so I'm going to pull it up on my phone and play it for you guys here. Well, let me go into my history view. Okay, original. Okay, original. All right, I'm looking for this because this is super important to hear the original phone call. Um, let's see. Interview. Okay, let's see if this is it.
Welcome to the Summer Wells case.
I think
Let's
this
talk
is
more
it.
about
Nope.
the 14th, the same day that Summer Wells went missing. Considering all of the things
Okay. I don't know which one. Listen to this one. I'll see which one this is. Okay. Okay, so right there, it's saying when you got the original call, the mom was on a walk, and that's what the dad said. So the dad, Don, must have called on the second call to 911, because if you hear what it says, the girl on dispatch says, first they made a mistake saying she was 4 years old, which is crazy. Um, and then they said the original call, the mom was on a walk, came back 10 minutes later. That's what the dad said. That's what the dad said. I'm going to play it for you guys to listen to that again, because it's super important, because this is dispatch. So that means Don made the second phone call. Hold on. Let's play that again. Okay, so that's the 911 call that doesn't match, obviously, what Candus said. They're different. They're not the same. Hunter called me, Grandis. Here is another super interesting conflict. This is Jody Sue Brown saying that Candus was down at the river with the boys. Listen to what Jody Sue Brown has to say about that day, and listen to what she has to say about all of the details. The details are just as important as the small little things she says about the river. This is 2 minutes.
The boys go down the left side of their property towards the creek on that side that I had looked down towards earlier. And there was a point there when, I could tell that Candus and the boys had met up, and they were all in for summer and circling the hill at the top. And Candus was like, to the oldest, was like, "What did you do? What did you do?" And not like an accused her. It was more of a, like, "Did you not have eyes on your sister? Did you leave her behind?" So, literally, I thought, okay, then I was, like, it is that the boys were supposed to have an eye on her and didn't or something. And, so anyway, I'm stepping into the creek. I was, not too far in. As I was looking, went a few feet, in to the water, but, 20 feet maybe from the road, I don't know, maybe less than that, I don't know. Wasn't too far in. When I hear a car coming down Candus's driveway, and her talking to somebody, which I assume was somebody in the car with her. But as I hear her getting closer, I come back out of the creek and jump up out of, and then into the roadway, and she's in Candus's vehicle, and which, kind of confused me at first, because I saw a light flash red earlier, and I thought, well, that would have been the first vehicle in line. Candus's was ahead of us, so that's why she's in Candus's. And so anyway, when she pulls up, she's on the phone with Donnie. But the first thing I said, guys, I wish I could explain to you. I wish there had been some way for me to take a picture or video that day. Donnie's on the phone with her, and I didn't even realize the time. It just didn't hit me. But the first thing I said, Candus, is I heard her scream, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Understand when she speaks about this scream, it's really quite confusing because first, let's talk about the fact that Candus did not send her boys down there without her. According to Jody Sue, Candus was at the creek with them. And that is when Candus was asking the boys right in front of Jody Sue, what did you do? And Jody Sue says they were with a group of people, that there was a group of people. When she's talking about this scream, there is another, let me see. I want to play this before I play that because scream was, there's a couple things about the scream I want you to hear before I play here.
Baltimore had messaged, asked what I was doing or something, and it was like 4:52. So somewhere around 4:42, I think has been my estimation since the get to, and it could have been as early as 4:30, but somewhere between 4:30 and 4:42 for sure, because I know we were out on the bank for a little bit trying to figure out what this was. So somewhere.
When she says what this was, because she first said she heard Candus screaming. Candus was screaming because she's going to go into a video here that she says how she could hear Candus scream, but Candus couldn't hear her because whatever their houses are set up in the hollow and this whole thing about the scream. But she says in these tapes it was Candus, okay, and it was 4:52. So at 4:52, she was outside by the creek and heard Candace screaming for Summer. So that to me would make more sense because that would cut down the time missing. The original time to me would have been the story they had from when she made that post at 5:05 and then took it down and changed it to 6:06. Listen.
It's been my estimation since the get to, and it could have been as early as 4:30, but somewhere between 4:30 and 4:42 for sure, because I know we were out on the bank for a little bit trying to figure out what this was. So somewhere between 4:30 and 4:42, the children and I were sitting there being pretty loud, laughing, carrying on. I mean, and when I say loud, we're pretty loud. However, the cabin was quiet, TV running, no air, no fans, and this scream happens. This noise I originally tried to dismiss as, but it was so different and so wrong that it immediately hits me in the gut as not.
Immediately hits her in the gut as wrong. And now it continues. This is gonna continue.
I get to the bottom of the driveway. I have my purse. Actually, it's the same one I'm still carrying. A little attached. At this point, I'm starting to panic. Before I know something's wrong, I just know it. And I look across. There's kind of a drop off with a piece of property that connects with Candus is on the other side of the road, and it's kind of down. And there's the creek that runs that way. Because it runs through both of this property and the other one is the main creek through each creek. But it takes us a weird way around through that part on that side of the road and under a tile through an hill. So anyway, I kind of look down, make sure Summer is not there, and then Candus is still calling. I hear the boys start, calling. They're circling. I just know something's wrong at this point. I drop my purse where I'm standing. I try calling and screaming at Candus, and I'm already looking to let her know that I'm at the bottom. She can't hear me. And it's the way her piece of property picks up things. She could not hear me. It was not possible. I could hear her clear as day, though. At a certain point, I know trying to scream at her is wasting time. I just need to be looking for Summer. And to me, that scream, I don't think, whatever. I don't know how to.
Listen, you guys. The scream was never, to me, about Summer. Someone flipped it into being about Summer because when she's saying and talking about the screen, there's no way she's talking about the screen twice. This is about Candus is supposed to be screaming for Summer. This is how she knew something was wrong. The scream, for some reason, flipped into a whole different story on purpose to create drama and chaos. Whatever story they put together, this scream, first of all, wasn't even at the same time as the car door slam at 6, because she's not even at that time frame. This scream is Candus, because then Candus can't hear her scream back. And the boys, then they're at the creek. See what I'm saying? Let me go back a little bit.
To me, that scream, I think, for Summer. And to me, that scream, I think. I don't think, whatever. I don't know how to. But I look anyway. Start down towards where the tile is that the creek runs under and through, passes through from his property to Candus.
Okay. Now, this is when she hears the car door slam. So now you've got the scream, which is Candus, not Summer, where they say they hear a scream and the car door slam. No. Listen.
Even the woodcutters, with the two crews and such, they cut out, a little while before the next things happened. There were several points in the day where I heard noises outside.
Okay, before we start, as we go through this, the first thing you need to recognize is the woodcutters and the tree cutters were there. Jody Sue says they were there that day around 3:30, like right before this happened. Then this happened. Because she was down at the creek before she heard a scream. Okay? I'm going to play this through. It's 3 minutes and 47 seconds. I'm going to start from the beginning.
Even the woodcutters, with the two crews and such, they cut out, a little while before the next things happened. There were several points in the day where I heard noises outside, in the roadway below us, other places up and down, even with woodcutters, and it brought me out of the cabin to check the banks and to look down and make sure the roadway was clear and no cars were parked there and JD wasn't back doing anything crazy. And then at one point, as we get closer to the minutes that I never really saw anything that day. No cars really sitting, not much of anything every time I was brought out of the cabin and being nosy. So, there wasn't anything really abnormal that I saw or heard until there was a point in there during the day, and it was after the tree cutters had stopped sawing, the clearers, whatever you want to call them. So somewhere around 3, they cut out. At some point after that, I heard a car door slam. It was something like a road that kind of faces the right of way that also cuts through this property too. That splits this one in parts and goes back. There's another road that faces it, the same section. Not to be confused with another one across the main road. So I hear what I feel like is a car door coming from there, and that hit me as odd. We heard a car door, just one. Never heard an engine or a car leave, even though it was quiet. There was a car that went up Candus's driveway. Now, the angle I was at and where he was at, I still don't know why I asked. I know that something was wrong with it, is the reason I asked him. Because had there not been, I wouldn't have asked at all. It was something about the color, the rotation and the way it hit the driveway, because I know the sounds and stuff of Candus's cars as they go in and out, and Donnie's, and who you all call Grace's. I know the sounds of their vehicles and the way the tires spin, and I can tell you without looking which one it is, going up or down, even when I'm inside the house or cabin. The new Subaru, anyway, for some reason in my head, there was a flash of red going up the driveway that was wrong. It wasn't shiny, it didn't have gloss, it wasn't right. And the way the traction switched over for the Subaru was entirely different than whatever this was that day. The Subaru does, at that point, a 2.5 thing before it transfers over to whatever it picks up and then finally goes up. This didn't do that, and it also never completed the loop for that driveway, to pull in at the top, towards where Grance's camper was. And it was almost like it had stopped at the basement door, which is also not where most of you all keep marking. It is not where half of, or 75% of the internet seems to think it is. So anyway, it is facing this property and it is not very far up the roadway. And I can tell you that full-size Dodge truck that Baltimore had, it's four-wheel drive, that you can pull up and go in the basement, and they can't hear you inside the house. There's just something about the way the basement and the hill shaped like curves. Most of the time they can't even hear you if you're outside. And the way the sounds on these properties work, they're all different, and they all.
Okay, so the tree cutters left around 3, and she heard the car door slam around that time. So the car door slam never slammed at the same time as she heard even Candus's scream. So there's stories out there that they're just not correct. And she says she saw Candus down by the creek. She saw Candus at the creek with the boys. Listen.
Then what happened?
She was just gone.
Okay.
She was just gone into nowhere. And I started tracing the property, going everywhere I could. I sent my boys down through well, we live on the hill, so it was down by the creek. I sent them all down through there looking and everything. I said, still didn't find her? And they said no. So I ran over and I freaked out. I called Donnie because that's what I do automatically. I freak out, you know.
You called Don?
I called Donnie. I said, I cannot find Summer. Come home now. He's like, call the cops. So I threw my phone down on the back of his pickup.
Okay, so she sent her boys down to the creek. And then she calls Donnie. Very different. Very different. Here's another inconsistency. This one is Hunter. Hunter called me while I was waiting at the hospital with my mother. And then you're going to hear Hunter say, oh no, Candus texted me.
8 with my mom, dropped her off, and I was sitting there, and Hunter called me and asked me what I was doing. I said I was sitting at the hospital in the parking lot waiting on my mom to get done. And he said, well, why don't y'all come over? I said, well, as long as your mom says it's okay. And I guess he woke her up or said something to her, and he said, yeah, she said it's fine for a little bit, because I guess his grandma was coming over or something. She don't like it. I don't like her either, so.
Okay, so Hunter called him while she was sitting there, right? Here's the other side of the story.
And why is that?
It's a phone.
No. Okay, go.
I was gonna say that she texted me saying that her grandma was in the hospital.
Do you have those texts?
No, the TBI has my phone.
Got it.
I'm just using her dad's phone.
Okay.
Well,
your grandfather that passed away.
Okay, got it.
So that day that she texted me, and she said, my grandma's in the hospital. Well, her mom's in the hospital, but we called her grandma at the time like we used to. So I called her up. I said, y'all want to come over here for a bit? Because she's going to be in the hospital for a while because she messed up her knee.
Okay, so that's that one. Now let's move to the milk conversation. This is a big one, you guys, because that one's always been an issue. It's because everyone has a different story, right? Everyone's story is different. Here's Hunter.
And this is when you saw Summer in the back. How did the milk get rearranged?
I have no idea. I mean, I could have said I'm there when I got out the car.
That's fine.
Bro, I'm telling you now, I really don't remember anything but talking to her.
Got it.
At that point.
No problem. What do you think, Miss Allison? How's that milk get rearranged?
I don't know, that milk was there when they pulled up like that.
Okay, but Hunter had the milk in the middle.
In the middle.
And so now the milk's on the other side of Summer. How does that happen?
I don't know.
I don't either, and that's why I'm asking.
I don't even remember how I got out the car. That's the funny part.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
thought I was totally sitting in the middle the entire time, but I guess not.
Okay, so there. All of a sudden, the milk gets rearranged, and not just rearranged, but it's balancing on these boxes, and then she goes on the boxes in a tracksuit. He left her in a wet bathing suit on a pillow. Okay?
Your mom's truck's right here. Okay, so when she's leaning against the milk. Is she sleeping?
She was sleeping, yeah.
Okay. From exhaustion from that day?
Yeah, she was. Well, I woke her up early and she usually sleeps until 9, 10, even 12 o'clock if I let her.
Okay. How did the milk bottles get rearranged? Hunter said he had them on the floor and then he put them next to him.
They weren't.
Is that
No.
okay? So walk me through that.
When we dropped them off, they were actually still on his lap.
Okay.
And he put them on the other side of Summer.
Okay. So he reached over?
Yeah, he set them over there by that. With the black coat she had in there.
Okay. Where's that tote at?
I think actually
Okay, so here's two things already. There's no way like Hunter reached over Summer with 2 gallons of milk to put against the boxes, which she says was a black tote. It wasn't a black tote. Hunter obviously was told to say something about boxes, but here Candus is saying it was a black tote. Those were 2 boxes, then the milk was against the box that Summer was leaning on in a tracksuit, but Candace just said she was sitting on a wet pillow. Right? Listen to her some more.
Mom's got it still in her truck. It's got a bunch of cramps and stuff in it.
Okay, got it. And now from when you pulled up, did she just fall asleep next to that?
She fell asleep, I'd say maybe 5 minutes on the road.
Okay, got it. And then, so walk me through, you get home, you take the groceries inside. Is Don home, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I parked the truck and I opened both doors. It's really hard because this lawnmower here is. But I opened the doors up and I shook her. I said, "Wake up, we're at home."
All right, so there, right? That's a little strange because Hunter is now supposedly put the milk cartons around Summer, who's sitting in a wetsuit on a pillow, and now he moves the milk to the doorway on boxes that she says is a black tote. And we're still not in the tracksuit, by the way, you guys. We're still not in the tracksuit. Here's another. I don't know why I have another one of these. Let me see what this one says about the milk. Here it comes.
Picture of Summer leaning against the milk bottles.
Yeah, they put them there. Well, I think I put them there in the middle because there's no room on the other side of me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I put them there because she was sitting by the window, and then...
Was she sleeping?
No, she wasn't even sleeping at the time.
Okay.
I just set them in the middle because if they were to fall and spill, it would be on me, and I don't feel like cleaning up no truck mess.
Okay. It looks like she's against the door, though, in that picture.
I wasn't there when that picture was took.
Oh, okay. When did they take that picture? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I believe the one with the milk jugs was sitting right here in front of my house because that's exactly how that baby was when.
Okay. Watch how she also chimes in because she doesn't like what's going on here. She does not like the fact that he just said the milk was placed in the middle. She's like, I know for a fact because I saw that little girl. But Candace just said that Allison never came to the car because she doesn't like her. She didn't come to the car. She didn't come to the car. according to Candus.
Before they left.
Okay, well, when you were in the car, where'd they put the milk?
Well, they gave it to me.
They gave it to you?
Not not to keep, but to
to put it away.
Look at the
And
mom.
where did you put it?
I had it sitting on my lap until we got out the car.
Got it. And out here?
Yeah, out here.
Okay,
and she pulled up like your truck now, like where it's at right now.
Right.
But the opposite around.
Got it. So it's facing that way.
Yeah.
And you're getting out on this side. And where do you put the milk?
I set them in the middle because Summer had to. Did she even get out the car or did I? I thought she got out the car too. I don't remember that.
Okay. At some point, how did the milk bottles get on the other side of her? Do you know?
I have no idea then because she said that she was sleeping on the door. But when I got out the car, she wasn't even at the door. She was in the middle.
Was she sleeping on you?
Nah.
Was she asleep?
I didn't even see her asleep. I just got out the car because she wanted to talk to her.
Okay. Got it.
About that thing for that Friday, the water park.
Got it. But where's Summer?
She was still in the middle. I wasn't really paying attention to her, to be honest.
Okay, okay. Okay, that's cool.
I wasn't even paying attention at that point. I just wanted to go inside. Or just wanted my girl to come over for a little bit. That's the whole point.
Is Summer hurt by this point, you think? From the water?
I mean...
Okay, here's when Candus says Allie did not go to the car.
And Summer was still awake when I left his house.
Okay.
And Allie did never walk to the truck and try to talk to me or
okay.
I tried to get her to come over and talk to me, but she wouldn't.
Okay.
She says here she tried to get Allie to come talk to her, but she wouldn't. She never came to the car. Some of these are really low. I can't do anything about that. But she says here, I'll play it again. Just put your volume up a little bit. I don't know why this is so low, but it is. Listen to what she says.
And Summer was still awake when I left his house.
Okay.
And Allie did never walk to the truck and try to talk to me or
okay.
I tried to get her to come over and talk to me, but she wouldn't.
Okay. Where does, from here, when you left here, okay, and you went to Sonic, like you mentioned, what flavors do you buy? Do you remember?
I think I got me and Mom a grape.
Is that your favorite?
Not my mom.
Is that your favorite?
That's my favorite. I don't remember what Mom got. She got, it's like a cool water or something.
Okay. So there are certain inconsistencies that are told, and this is what really no other channel at this point, I don't see them going through all this like this, but the lies that Candus is doing, it just throws her under the bus. Here's another strange one. Grandis walks to the water.
AC on or
I
off?
don't like AC.
Okay, okay. So what happened? Where do you guys go, and where's Summer going here?
We all walked down this path, me, my mom, and Summer.
All right. So all three of you together.
Yeah.
Now, how does Mom's knee handle this hill here?
Well, she uses her cane, so it's a little bit easier, and she'll hold on to my shoulder so
Okay.
she doesn't fall or nothing.
So you're
She holds onto the cane so she doesn't fall. Here you're going to see Hunter starts to say that Grandis stays in the car, but then they stop the film, and I don't know why, but then they refilm it. From what I see to be true. So here comes Hunter's point of view of when they got to the water. He says Grandis stayed in the car because she had to make a phone call. And she had to use like a pay by phone. Like she used one of like those kind of burner kind of phones, whatever you call them. But she didn't walk down the water.
The horse stables?
Yes, sir.
Warriors horse stables or whatever they're called.
Okay, got it. And is this where you guys got out and went swimming?
Yeah, that little hole.
At some point, where she give you something?
Yeah, that twisted tea.
And when did she give you that?
As soon as we got out the car.
Right, as soon as you got down there? And did she have one?
No.
Did she have any alcohol?
No, because she had to drive.
Okay, so she gives you the alcohol.
Yeah.
Did you ask for it?
Not until after she got it.
Okay.
I mean,
So,
I'm gonna lie.
no, okay, so after she bought it, you said, hey, can I have that?
Yeah, she just said yeah.
And she just kicked it onto you, gave it to you.
She does that. You can ask her.
Okay, well, I'll ask you, because you're the one, if she handed it to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what about the
vape?
Yeah, the vape.
Oh, we was both hitting it.
Okay. And do you do that a lot?
What, vape?
Yeah.
I mean, when I have them, yeah.
Okay.
There's just like nicotine vapes.
Okay. Don't vape, man. Okay?
Vape.
All right? No more vaping. Okay? Mom, no vaping over here.
Yeah, no baby.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Okay, so from there, what happened? Or at that moment, what happens? Do you go in the water first, or who goes in the water?
Somewhere was in the water because I was drinking the tea at the time.
Got it. Where were you at?
I was just standing around. Me and her mom was watching
What are you talking about?
TikTok. Like, she was on TikTok looking at funny videos.
Okay.
And then she was looking through Facebook. We just have like our normal conversation.
And like what?
Like, we just talk about what we've done the past week, how long we haven't seen each other for. That's just what we just mainly do, just hang out.
Okay. Does she like you?
No.
Not in that way?
She has a husband.
Okay, but in that way, does she like you?
No.
Did you get that vibe? At all?
Nah, she just treated me like her adopted son, if I
Okay.
can say that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And from there, where's Grandma at this point?
She was still in the car because she had a call to get her phone turned on.
Okay, whose phone is she using?
She's using her phone.
Okay, but it's turned off.
No, her phone's not turned off. I was saying, like, it's not turned all the way off. Like, there's, like, no minutes to it.
Got it. So she's got one of the, like, burner phones, load minutes to it?
She has a straight talk phone. She had to call straight talk to put money in it.
Got it.
So she got minutes for the rest of
A
the
lot of senior citizens use, like what?
Like, we just... No.
Not in that way?
She has...
At all?
Nah, she just treated me like her adopted son, if I can say that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And from there, where's Grandma at this point?
She was still in the car because she had a call to get her phone turned on.
Okay. She was still in the car. Grandis was still in the car, according to Hunter. That's pretty big difference. And when they first get there, Hunter says he went right to the water with Summer and Candus. But now, according to Candus, for some reason, she's trying to say he went to the woods when he got there.
I got out of the car first, and then I opened the back door because my mom's got a double door on her truck.
Right.
So I opened the back door and I let her and Hunter out.
Okay.
And Summer's first thing is to run to the water, of course.
Right.
I was like, Summer, just wait. Let me get my stuff, and I'll walk over there with you. And she waited for me, and I don't know. Hunter went off into the woods somewhere. I don't know where it was.
Now, where was Summer sitting?
She was sitting in the middle seat.
Okay.
Hunter was sitting on the end.
Okay.
And my mom said, hold on a minute, so we waited for my mom to get out.
Okay.
And Hunter, he just done disappeared into the woods. I don't know where he went.
Okay. Okay.
And me and my mom and Summer walked over there, and we were just letting Summer play, and then Hunter eventually come back out of the woods wherever he was.
Okay.
And
so let's walk over there. Show.
Got out of the car first.
She's trying to say Hunter was in the woods. And whenever he came back, he came back. A little weird. It's just another one of those things, you know? And the one other thing I wanted to go over since I boys went to work, is one here that says the boys went to work with Don.
Times that's on me. Cause I'm really bad with them times.
You're 15.
Yeah. And so she pulls up, she gets out the car with Summer, and supposedly the kids went to work with the father. And so
Now you say the kids. Who are the kids?
Wyatt and Josie.
So the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
They went to work with Dawn.
Okay, we did go over that one. And then here is really interesting one. Oh, this is the swimsuit thing. I did the swimsuit. Didn't I? I said the swimsuit. He was in her shorts. So I did that one. Don calls about the guy at work. And it's funny. I want you guys to notice how many times you hear that they're planting flowers, 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 but then you hear that Candus is pushing the cactus thing, right? So all of these kind of videos make a lot of sense if you listen to them as open with an open mind and with the knowledge that you know of, like all of the I've got 900 over 950 plus videos that go over this story. If you need a refresher, go over the videos. Go over the things that I have pointed out. Go over the typical videos that I pointed out. This is what we're going through. This is summer. We just went through in the last over 2 hours. If you stick by Candace's first post at 5:06 and then she removes it, why did she remove it? Why would she remove this? It shows 5:06. The person that's holding the picture up in the right-hand corner is the Walgreens guy. People forget about the Walgreens guy. The Walgreens guy was the very first character that people put right in the front as he was in front of Walgreens. Let's see, Walgreens. He was in front of Walgreens. Oh, here's the Walgreens guy taking a picture in front of the Walgreens that Grandis picked up her prescription. These are the things that no one's talking about, and they're super important. That's the Walgreens guy. Why did she put the dress like that? I have no idea. But these are important details, that can't be forgotten as you go through. And that the fact being that this is what summer looks like, and that they put all different photos of summer. Summer looks different all the time. To the left, she's not the same as to the right. To the left, you have one summer that's young, one summer that's older. And to me, it looks like she was lifted away. Do not forget about the tree cutters. Keep your ears and eyes open about the tree cutters. Pay attention to what Summer is really sitting on. Pay attention to the photos when they show you of her on the swing. Look at the digital distortion. Look to see what you see underneath. Go back to these videos. This is Candus's video. This is Candus's video on the helicopter people. This is on Candus's ground. This is on her home ground. That's the white truck in the right-hand corner. And this is Summer in the car. The very first photo ever shown is the one in the upper right-hand corner. These are pictures to go back at and look. Pay attention. Pay attention to details. Pay attention to her lives. Pay attention to all of these details. Pay attention and go back to Laurel Run. Go look at the things that don't make sense. Look at the things that Candus is taking selfies with. Go back and say, that's not Hunter. And those boats were there the day that they were at the water park. These are the tunnels and holes that I see that the children have been taken to. I see that Candus knows the story. I see that the picture in the left-hand corner is her being lifted up. This is of importance. Fred Hill's property was important. These are the different pictures of Summer that they have that are so different from each other that they're showing different children. These are not the same Summers. They're not the same Summers. They are different. This is Summer with her mom. She's sitting on a chair. To me, she's sitting over a hole in the ground. Go back to this video. Really look. Look at the boxes. Look at what it's telling you. Go back to their house. Look at the videos that show particular information with the white car. This is from the interview room on the right-hand side. There was a little hand. There was a little hand in there in the picture on the right-hand side. I'm flying through these because it's been over 2 hours. This is Summer. This is a Summer that no one talks about. This is a Summer because Summer Moon Wells is all about hundreds and thousands of children. These are different Summers that are not marked as the Summer that we know. This was in the video from the guy who's not on anymore. He was the, oh, I can't remember his name. He has all this channel and he went to where the Idaho 4, it's a house on the river by the Idaho 4, but this is what he shows. He shows information on both murder scenes. Here's Summer the night before. What doesn't make sense is this is Summer the night before. This is Candus. This is Candus the day of the interviews. I want you to look at Grandis's RV. Grandis's RV has no tire, This section right by her arm, now understand that this is after Summer went missing. This is after Summer's gone. Look at what is being shown around Grandis's RV. Notice that she has, check it. Correct. Thank you, Colleen. Notice that there's no flowers, there's no pots, nothing. This is Grandis with the t-shirt that they gave her when her Summer went missing. There's no tire. There are no plants. There's nothing. similar. Nothing. See? This was the night that Benny was doing something with Don for the resurrection. But when you look in the smallest of the smallest photo, it matches the girls' pictures the night before of their sleepover, but yet nothing is in front of the RV. Nothing. No plants. Go back to the one with the two girls. Okay. No plants, no nothing. There's a couple different pictures of the girls with the RV. This here, there's another picture I actually have. I wonder if I have it in here of them on the other side. Let's see if it's in here. Oh, here is the RV with all the stuff in the front. It has the tire and it has all the shit in the front that we all see. Let me see last photo. Wait, I know I have another one of the girls. Last photo. No, that's not it. Why did this turn off? What? Okay, it's on. The last photo, see if it's in here. Last. Got it. Okay, so is it the same as this? So here they have all the shit. See? All the stuff. So it's just very odd. It's very, very odd that here would be with the t-shirt, no plants, no toys, no nothing, and no tire. That's weird. And then it's all there. It's all there. And this is the front of the house. I just always pay attention to what Grandis's place looks like, how the trees look, how there's stuff at the window and the door. I pay attention. It all consistently moves. Over by Grandis's RV, there's like an extension right there. And I believe that this is underground somewhere. This has to be looked into. This is very strange. Look at the opening. See the opening? It's not like plush to the ground. Take a snapshot of this. This here changes over and over and over. Doesn't stay consistent. And it could be like the same week, and one day they have so many weeds, and then the next day they have none. Like this. See, the other ones you could walk to it. You could like step up into it. I went over that. This is supposed to be summer in the swimming ground, the swimming hole. We know that that's not Summer's face, obviously. This to me is the answer all. I believe she went down into a hole. She was lifted off that property and she went down into a hole. I think that this picture is so key. So key. This is what I see the story of Summer. This is how I see it. And what you see here, what you see left is Enon, the fire, he did the fire throwing the night before the Idaho 4 went missing. But I'm just putting this in there because I know all of these happen to cross over in some way. The picture to the right is supposed to be Summer on her swing. Obviously, it's not. Um, to me, the outfit that she has on has nothing to do with the outfit that we saw her in. And the flame throwing is, I'm just throwing it out there because for some reason it reminds me of Summer. These are just some more pictures that come through very strangely with digital distortion. I'm kind of flying through the rest of these. More of Summer. Here, you could see um her legs, that this is supposed to be Summer on a swing. Those are bloody legs. She's sitting differently. This just all has to be looked into. And I'm bringing this all up again because no one is paying attention to these stories and these photos and these digital distortions. This is Summer. It's not the Summer that they're showing us. This is not the Summer that they want us to see. It just isn't. Right. Um, it's it's very sad. It's very sad that I could put this out there and it won't be looked into. I mean, I don't care how blurry it is. It shouldn't be a blurry photo of pictures that look like Jody Sue Brown is sitting underground and not in her car. Should be pictures of a child sitting on two milk jugs that look like this. But yet they put it on breaking news information. Oh, I'll go over this next time. That one. And I showed this earlier. Same video. One has green shit, one doesn't. One has, greenery and the other one doesn't. I went over this. Somewhere within the stories that are being told, there's the truth. And the truth is somewhere in between the stories that the Wells, Jody Sue Brown, and Ziggy, like that group, there's a truth in there. The truth is in there. The truth is in these photos. And it's right in front of us, you guys. Urgent cryptic video made the moment Summer went missing. No one knows the moment Summer went missing. But if this is a cryptic message, this shows a garbage dump. This shows a garbage dump. Is that a cryptic message? What is this showing? Is that showing woods back there? Is that showing door back there? What's the cryptic message? Is it showing wood pieces? That's what this thing says, cryptic message. No one's talking about this. What was thrown away? What's in here? Are they talking about what? Seriously. And do layover. What's the cryptic message? Did they go to a dark garbage dump? Go back to the tree trimmers. Go back. Go back to the night that Summer went missing. Go back to the people that they keep showing over and over. You guys, these are sacrifices. This is all this is. These are sacrifices. These, oh, it's too big. Wait, I didn't have these in here good. Wait. There we go. Let me go back. These are sacrifices. This is Enid the night before the Idaho 4. But I also see Summer Moon, the Summer Moon Wells stories in here. I see them in here. No one goes backwards. All they're doing is putting this information to the side, is forgetting about it. Forgetting about these stories, forgetting about these pictures. These are sacrifices. There is another human, but it was never discussed. They just threw Brian Kohlberger right into the fire. What was this all about? That person that shows up in his video, that's not Enid. That's not the same guy. This, you guys, is Summer Moon Wells photos the night before. You got to go back. You got to go look. You've got to pay attention. Pay attention to those rooms in the back, the boxes. Pay attention to these things, to the things back here, to those, to these. For the sake of the missing children, do it to bring justice. I hope I made sense tonight, because I literally blabbed everything out. Thank you for being here. Go buy Digital Distortion. It's the Summer Moon Wells case. Go buy Tunnels of Madness. They're all on Amazon. It's a great book. Thank you all for being here. May justice come to the kids super soon. And I'll be on here soon again, you guys. Good night.